Hi guys, I recently discovered an artist that I really like. Sego Durand is a French artist who does these whimsical animals that all have like one large eye and one small eye. They're also always very tall and thin. And I often have scraps of paper from when I cut a rectangular piece of paper into a square that are these tall, thin pieces of paper. And I thought, well, this would be fun to do some of these animals. Then I thought it might be nice to do a series of mystery draws where I don't tell you which animal it will be, but I will only describe to you the shapes and lines that I draw. So I'm going to try my first one and see how it goes and see how quickly people guess my mystery draw. I'm going to start with a circle, and I'm up towards the top of the page. And it is not a huge circle, but it's pretty large. And I'm going to put another little circle inside of it because I already hinted to the fact that these animals all have large eyes. Now I'm going to draw a curve, and I'm going to start on the left side of the circle that I just drew, and I'm going to curve up and around towards the right, and I'm going to stop, I don't know, about 1.5 inches from the edge of my paper. Now I'm going to draw another curve, and it's a slight curve, and it's going to go towards the corner. So I'm going to start a little bit above that eye, that circle that I drew, and I'm going to draw a very slight curve that goes up and off the page. I'm going to follow it along with another one that sort of is its exact copy, but a little bit over to the left. And then I'm going to do another one. I'm going to echo this one here, and I'm going to start at the edge of my paper this time, and I'm going to come down. But this time I'm going to make it curl around. I'm wondering if you have a guess as to what animal this is. I don't know, this might be a tough one. I'm going to pick up on that very first curve I drew after the circle, and I'm going to start where I stopped, and I'm going to elongate that line. I'm going to go straight, and I'm angling in a little bit towards my bottom right-hand corner, but when I get towards the bottom of the paper, I am going to curve around. Wow, that is a long line. All right, I am going to now draw another curve next to this one, but I'm not going all the way up to my circle. I'm going to start about halfway down this curve, and I am going to draw another curve beneath it. I have a feeling you might guess at this point which animal I'm doing. I have two curves here, and I'm going to close them up with a V shape. Over here, I'm going to work off of this curve here, and I'm going to make a very short straight line. Then I need to take that line, and I'm going to make a line that's going slightly up almost to the edge of the paper. Now I'm going to draw another line. I'm going to start above this line, and it's a diagonal line that is angling towards the right side of the page. Now I'm going to draw another half circle because this is a little different than some of the other animals by Durand in that you can't see both eyes. One is on the other side of the animal's head. Now, I would recommend drawing in pencil because I'm going to draw in Sharpie, and I need to make an intersecting line. And I am going to start a little bit above this straight line, and I'm almost making it look like a little half smile there, but I am going to intersect it all the way to my longest curve. So it kind of does look like a smile, but it's not quite a smile. Now I'm going to do another one above that, and I'm going to have them meet. Now I could have made that a little longer. I would have went across and made it a little longer, but because I worked right in Sharpie so you could see, I knew I wouldn't be able to erase it. So I stopped it right there. But if I was doing it in pencil, I would have went right through this curve and erased the curve. Now I'm going to put a little straight line at the end of this, and I'm going to put a line here. And I'm going to make a little eyebrow, because that's another key feature of a lot of Duran's comic book-like animals. And I put another one, even though it's off the animal. I think it looks kind of cute. And now I'm going to put some short lines that curve just slightly. And I think you know by now that this is an elephant. And so I'm putting some wrinkles in the trunk. And that's it. That's my elephant. It's my Sago Durand elephant. Now, one thing also I like about his artwork is it's very colorful. So I'm going to go ahead and do this elephant a sort of blue color. I'm going to do a couple extra things. I'm going to put a lighter shade of blue. I'm going to use marker, and I'm going to put a lighter shade of blue around the edge so that there is a highlight along the trunk of my elephant. And the highlight picks up again over on that side. I'm going to also put another highlight on the top of this ear. And maybe a little bit right here. Oops, I'd like to put a little highlight underneath the eye as well. Now I'm going to pick up with a slightly darker blue, and I'm going to fill in the rest of my elephant. For a little added excitement, I like to actually add fun patterns to my backgrounds. The original artwork does not have that, but I think as artists, we like to add our own little finishing touches. So I think I'm going to do some polka dots because polka dots are my favorite. And there he is. He's almost done. But since I like my little details and I tend to do a lot of dotted lines, I'm going to add some dotted lines around my polka dots. And I wonder what kind of colors and patterns you will add to your whimsical elephant. I hope you enjoyed, because I am going to make some more of these animals because I'm having just a little bit too much fun making these whimsical Sago Durand inspired animals. See you next time.